Good morning and welcome to Today in L.A. I'm Mike Amos, and Hoss Daddy is with us this morning.
Good morning, Mike. How you
And
doing?
I do apologize for my throat this morning, but I yelled too loud, I reckon.
Well, from what you told me you did, I think it was all good. You preached for the Lord.
I did that on Sunday, but and thank goodness the Lord provided for about 30 minutes, and then it went back. But do apologize. It's not the first time I've been on the show and not be able to talk very well. But anytime Hoss Daddy's here, he's bailing me out this morning. We're Sanders Truck Lines. Tell us what's going on.
I tell you, Mike, we got hooked up with the school in Montgomery, and I used to come on the show. I'm always going to continue to come, but I used to be talking about CDL. If you got a CDL, call.
Exactly, yeah.
But now I'm saying, if you don't got a CDL and you want a CDL, call me.
Yeah.
We are partnered with Trenum there in
That
Montgomery.
is wonderful.
And they got a wonderful program. Tell them you know me and get up with me, and I get you with the guy. Me and him is working real close together. Shouldn't say guy, Mr. Stevens there, that's his name. And it's real good, Mike. We're real excited about it. They got a program now, $1,900.
Oh, boy.
You know, you can look at it, Mike, it's like an investment. You can invest $1,900
no question about it.
into your career that can make you some big money.
No question
Home
about it.
twice a week, every weekend. We just got all kind of programs going on, man. We got some more of those automatics in, like you was in that day.
Oh,
One
yeah,
that you
I
liked so
was
much.
wondering about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got some more of those in. So
And
just excited this morning about what we got going on there.
$1,900, and we'll now you'll pay for it, but you're gonna do it by the month. Is that right?
Well, this is what we do, Mike, and look how nice this is. A lot of these companies, I won't call no name, I'll get you to sign a 2-year contract.
Yeah.
I won't do that. I'll reimburse you the $1,900 up to $3,500. I go as high as $3,500 because you may go to a school that didn't cost $1,900. But what I do, each month that you work, I pay $150 on that, up to $3,500.
Yeah.
If you stop working, I stop paying.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you don't miss two
Exactly
consecutive weeks of work. If you don't miss 2 consecutive weeks of work, I'll give you $150 a month, up to it exceeds $3,500. You can't beat that.
No way in the world.
You can't beat that.
You're giving people an opportunity for not only employment but a career.
Yeah, and you know, I don't want to be ugly when I say this, but sometimes I got my own business there, and sometimes I go by there during the day when I get caught up, and I'll sit there and I'll talk to the guys, and I see all these people walking down the street.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The same people. And I just be thinking, Mike, what if they had a CDL?
You know.
What if they had a job? They could be productive in the community. Sanders, we got a lot of openings. We got some openings in the truck lines. We got some at the plastic plant. Just need people that work.
I know, exactly. Good jobs with very good amenities that go with it. You know, insurance, 401k, great opportunity.
Now, you know when you say that 401k, you know what I'm going to get excited about.
All right.
That 4% that we match it.
And you match it every month.
Every week.
I mean, every week. That is something.
I mean, you think about it. We match 4% of your gross pay.
Yeah.
Not what Uncle Sam lets us
taxes,
have, but of your gross pay. I'm going to tell you, I'm excited about it because I've been in it. That's the only job I've been in.
Well, let's do a little numbers here. Let's
You
say
can do some numbers,
they're paying $900 well, excuse me, let's say they're getting paid $500 a week.
Uh-huh.
All right. And up front, they're going to give you 4%. They're going to match 4%, which is $20. Their match on you every week.
And if you put 20
that's
in there,
before taxes.
That's before taxes. And if you put 20 in there, that'll be 40.
Exactly right. That's what I'm saying. You're going to put 20.
He's going
to put 20. That's 40 and 4 checks per month. Look at that.
But you know what the good part about that is? You did that on 500. You know what the average truck driver makes a week? $1,000.
$1,000. I was just throwing out that.
You were throwing out a number. I just wanted to show you that. I mean, that's good money.
Oh, real good money.
That's good money. And especially if you can do that.
$1,000 a week.
By the time you
Whoa.
that's a lot of miles.
You're right.
We got some trainees that'll make it real good. Matter of fact, me and Amy was riding a couple of weeks ago, and one of the trainees called, and he was so excited. He said, I want you to know, I made $1,300 last week.
Man.
And he was just, she at work. We don't just hire you and forget you. We know your name. We saw like the dean at Troy say.
Yeah,
we want to know you by your name. I love his commercials.
Right, no question about it.
He said, I want to know your name.
Exactly right. And you back to this career with Sanders Truck Lines. The insurance is so important. Insurance costs so much, but just to be with a company that'll pay insurance.
Oh yeah. I had to go to the dentist last week.
You mean they got a dental plan?
We got a dental plan,
And I don't have a dental plan.
They asked me, did we have a dental plan? And I told her, yeah, and I gave her my card. And she looked up at me and she said, lucky for you. I don't know what it was going to cost, but she said, lucky for you.
Right.
I didn't get a bill.
I get my teeth cleaned twice a year usually, or sometimes 3 times a year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's paid for.
Yeah. Well, anytime insurance, any benefits that you have on a job, it's like part of your pay.
Yeah, exactly right.
It's like, look at the drivers with that per diem we got. Oh, man, that's a good program.
All right, let's get back here to the automatic transmission.
I think you like those.
I mean, I could drive the thing. I couldn't drive all that 7-clutch deal, a 7-gear deal. But you give me an automatic transmission and look out.
Look out.
I always say every time I see a boat or a truck being backed into a spot, I think of going to the FFA. Will you remember FFA?
No.
The tractor driving contest. I didn't do it, but I watched a lot of people do it. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell on her this morning. I know you know her because Miss Lorraine that works at Troy Bank and Trust.
Oh yeah, known her for years.
She's always been my teller, and I call her my teller. And I go to the bank there all the time. Well, one evening we was at the school, Pike Lib, and they was having a parade, and she come by and I was waving at her. I told somebody, I said, I know her. And she just did wave, and finally she waved. Well, the next day I said, what was you in such a hurry? She said, my 16-year-old was pulling that float, and I wanted to make sure he didn't run over nobody.
No question about it.
He had the tractor out there.
No question about it.
That's what I like about hometown folks. Can you go in a restaurant and not see somebody that you know in Troy? Right. Ain't that good?
No question
I
about
happened to see, they Crow's Chicken. Me, he was getting us some chicken.
Oh, man. And a lot of people don't realize, that's the same chicken that was out on the bypass. And let me tell you, people are starting to flock to Crow's Chicken on North 39th Street.
Yeah.
Great chicken, and I tell you what, right, fresh. My kids were coming from the beach, and boy, I had hot Crow's Chicken. Boy, they just devoured it. They loved it.
They enjoyed it. And I like the nuggets over there.
That's what I get.
The nuggets. I go over there and get me some nuggets.
Oh, Daddy's in town, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a short break.
At the Piggly Wiggly, we proudly support our local farmers and bring you the best they have to offer, all at cost plus 10%. When you shop local, you reinvest in your community. Remember, buy local, shop local. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
Did you know at Wiley Sanders Truck Line that we offer Blue Cross Blue Shield, we offer dental, we offer disability, we offer vision, we offer life insurance, cancer insurance. We also have a 401k where we match up to 4%, dollar per dollar up to 4%. We also have automatic trucks at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. If you go to a truck driving school, we'll reimburse you. And don't forget about the $1,000 sign-on bonus. Money! Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We help you save for your future.
Have you seen an increase in your insurance premiums or significant change in your insurance coverage? Let Sandbeck Insurance offer you a better plan to suit your business or personal needs. Sandbeck Insurance offers many lines of insurance, whether it's home, farm, or auto insurance, work comp, business, or health and life policies. Sandbeck is here for you. Call or visit our Troy, Enterprise, or Andalusia office today. Sandbeck Insurance, where we take pride in taking care of your insurance.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
Back to our show, brought to you by Troy Health and Rehab on the Elba Enterprise Highway, and for long-term health care, short-term rehab. And of course, we appreciate Troy Health and Rehab, and also Circle Insurance in Ozark, Sam Judah and all the great folks, and of course my good friends at Dixieland Dental, located 9 miles north of Dothan on Highway 231. Hoss Jetty's in town talking about Sanders Truck Lines.
Yeah, we're excited about all the things we got going on. One of the great things we got going on, Mike, is this per diem program. You know, the federal government allows you to, if you spend the night away from home, they allow you to charge $68 a day. But what they implemented was a plan that you have to have a private provider to keep up with that.
Sure.
With Sanders Truck Line, we've got that figured out for you. It's done by your Qualcomm. You don't do nothing but just punch in. At the end of the year, you get $68 per day for every night that you spend the night away from home.
Oh, man.
Great program. That's another thing.
And they're keeping up with it for you. You know, that's the good thing about it.
And see, you can't have, no company can have that unless you hire a private divider. Because, you know, they want it to be real easy to do. Not having to keep up with all these receipts. It used to be you could keep up with your hotel receipts and your dinner, and your, not dinner, but your meals and stuff. Way too much paperwork and way too much aggravation. But now, it's just punched in every day.
Yeah. Of course, I know you went to sit back and watch a lot of college football. Of course, Alabama, Auburn, Troy won. And let me just read a little spot I saw, and I want to apologize because I thought Samford had beaten Florida State. DeAndre Francois threw for 320 yards and 3 touchdowns, including the go-ahead score with 4 minutes left to go as Florida State held off Samford University of Birmingham. They had them the whole ball game and lost at the end.
That's a hard one to lose.
I know, no question about it. Of course, these guys that are traveling across the country, and they have a television in their cab. Is that right?
That's correct.
But they can't watch it while they drive. Is that
Not
right?
while you drive, but when you stop at truckers, like the convenience of homes. We even have some now that have 2 beds in them. So if you're running double, man and his wife. Just everything that you can have. What I'm so excited about is the satellite communication. You can get your paycheck. You get your loads on it. You get your directions on it. Everything comes right in town. And
we talk about, being able to come home at least 2 times a week, be at home on the weekend or whatever. But if you want to, you can stay out there all day, can't you? All week.
We have guys that get their oil changed on the road. Yeah. They run just that many miles. And
I mean, they're there. I mean, they're I'm not going to say the word hungry because everybody's hungry to make a living, but what I'm saying, they're at your disposal 24 hours a day. Is that right?
We got some guys that some of them are young. I tell you what we got. One of the things we got I thought was so interesting, we got this guy, this man and wife.
Yeah.
And they both retired. One was a school teacher, and I think the guy was an engineer.
Yeah.
Just I didn't recruit them, I was just in on it when they was hired. But they both went to truck driving school. Learned how to drive. She trained with somebody that she knew, he trained with somebody. Now they're together on their truck. They let their son and his wife and 2 kids live in their house.
Oh, boy.
To help them out. And they just come down the weekend.
Isn't that amazing?
They just come down the weekend and they say no more than they there. It was just to help the son, get on his feet.
Question about
and
it.
they just stay in the country. Loving it.
Man,
Loving
I tell you, if you got the energy, you can make a lot of money, can't you?
You can. You can.
And like you said, that those teams like that, you know, they can be on the road more. Is that right?
You know, I think you have somebody living in Atlanta, don't you?
Sure. Yeah, I know a lot of people in Atlanta.
You know, you ever heard of the Chickasaw Mountain?
Yeah.
I walked up
Mountains, yeah.
I walked up that mountain this weekend.
You did.
I did.
Of course,
Straight to the top.
you're right there north of Atlanta. What's the name of that town?
Marietta.
Which
Yeah,
is a
that's
big
where I was
town.
at. That's where I was at.
And you went hiking.
I went not so much as hiking. I had been challenged that I could walk, and they'd been talking about this mountain and walk straight up to the top of it. And somebody that knows your twins. You didn't tell me you had twins.
Oh yeah.
I've been doing a little investigating on you.
You mean they mentioned my twins?
Yeah.
When I was in Las Vegas right now, it's supposed to be calling, but he won't get up, I guarantee you.
You got a girl and a boy.
I do, and I have another daughter that is right now in South Korea working for the World Catholic Network, and she'll be back hopefully this week.
Okay.
But one thing I wanted to talk about this morning, first of all, you're 56?
57.
57 years old. You work out, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I try to take care of myself.
I mean, you look great. You look like you could play.
No, I had high blood pressure one time I went to get qualified. When I tell people this story, doctor to sheriff.
Yeah.
I never will forget it. I went to get qualified and I couldn't. My blood pressure was high.
Sure.
And I always tell people
most all the drivers out there have to have a physical, don't they?
You have to have a physical, and it was interrupting my job. And he called me in there, and sometimes what the old folks used to say is the way something is presented to you.
Yeah, exactly.
And he looks at me and he said, "Well, you look like you're in pretty good shape." He said, "I think if you just was to lose a little weight and eat a little better, you'll be fine."
You work out at home, or where do you work out?
I go to the gym. I go to Waltz.
Yeah, okay.
But the moral of the story, I'm not on blood pressure medicine.
Man, you look good. You ever see Sonny Williford when you're at Waltz?
I don't guess I know Sonny.
You know Sonny, son?
I know, what's his name? Mike, not Mike, but what's the guy? Oh, everybody knows him. He hurt his arm the other week.
Oh, really?
Brian Summer.
Yeah, I know Brian. Yeah,
Brian. Walt himself.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about Waltz. It's a 24-hour deal. If you want to work out at 3 o'clock in the morning, you can go down there and work out. Isn't that right?
Works out good for me with me traveling and all the places I be going. I'm just in love with Troy.
Yeah.
Got to go to the game the other week, and you know the Newport.
Oh yeah, man.
Glow had bought a big old booth up there and invited me to come.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
So nice over there. I'm just excited. With Troy State and Wiley Sanders in Troy, Alabama, we ain't going nowhere.
Exactly, and we had a great turnout this week. I tell you one thing about Florida A&M, they'll bring a crowd, and they're proud folks. They're classy folks.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were just sharp people, and we won the game 59-7. But they had good athletes. But the crowd, I was real happy with the crowd because it was well over 20,000. Probably 25,000.
Everything went smooth.
Probably about 25,000.
Oh, that's good.
For a little town of Troy, to put 25,000 people in a football stadium, some people got to buy cookies and hamburgers and gas and
popcorn.
And popcorn. When those folks come to Troy, believe you me, our tax base is enhanced.
That's right. That's right. And that's good for our town.
No question
Real
about it.
good for our town. That's why I tell everybody, if you work for Wiley Sanders, keep the money right here at home.
Exactly.
Just come on. If you in Troy, Alabama, and I say this with honesty, if you're in Troy, Alabama, and you're not driving for us, give me a call. I want to talk to you. I want to take my plan and put it up against the plan.
Let's put your telephone number out there. What is your telephone number?
334-372-5049.
5049. You can talk directly to Hoss Daddy, is that right?
I would just like, if you
Do you want to ask for Hoss Daddy or just say, get Hoss Daddy?
Just say job. That's going to get my attention. That's right. I want a job. But really, Mike, I would like to take if somebody's living in Troy and they're driving a truck and they meet all our qualifications, I like to just lay my plan here and they lay theirs down and we just look good.
You know, you were talking
Who's that
about
do that? Allstate or Geico? Which one of them insurance companies always say bring the other guy's price in?
Oh gosh, don't put me on the spot. I know this. You're in good hands with Allstate. See Perry Green, your Allstate dealer, right here in Troy at the Withington Group.
You're in good hands.
No question about it. And of course, we appreciate all of our sponsors: Premier, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. On the bypass, I saw Jason at the game. Jason Gregory moves over here from Columbus, Georgia, and loves it. He loves Troy, Alabama, and you know why not? This is a great town.
Great town. Got great restaurants.
And your alma mater is playing good football. Undefeated Luverne
Yeah.
beat Georgiana the other night. You know.
Did Troy win?
Yeah, Charleston's won. Everybody in our viewing area except Zion Chapel won. Of course, Goshen wore Zion Chapel out. But here we go. We got a call coming in. We're going to talk to Larry Blakeney in about 20 minutes. So we're going to pick up a line. Here we go. Good morning. You're on Today in L.A. How you doing?
No, I was looking for Steve. Is he not in?
Steve is, yes, he's in. He'll pick it up.
All right, thanks.
Somebody had to ring it in here. Go ahead. And that didn't have much, but it did. Of course, we're talking about automatic transmission, which makes it, you know, a guy like me could drive that vehicle.
Yeah.
But do you have enough automatic transmission trucks out there?
We have a lot of them. I say this all the time when me and you talk. My prediction, another 10 years, I don't believe you have nothing but automatic.
Yeah.
But I will say this. We got guys been driving for us 10 and 15 years that we had to beg because we wanted very, very experienced drivers on those automatic. Nobody that's got on one of those automatics has bought it back.
Yeah, really?
Nobody.
So simple.
And when they get on it, especially the guys, you know, we haul in some black and green.
Sure.
And it goes up into New York, New Jersey. And some of those places have like 12, 15 stops on it.
Yeah.
Which they get paid for each stop. Well, that's just good, you know, taking us a lot of stops, you know, just taking off, coming off that clutch.
You know,
it's very convenient, very convenient.
Yeah. Let's you know, everybody says, why is Sanders out recruiting so many drivers? Well, there is a demand. If it wasn't a demand for drivers and a lot of loads out there, you couldn't talk like you're doing right now.
And let me say this.
I mean, if you don't have loads to keep them going, they're not going to make the money.
People may say, well, Sanders is doing a lot of advertising for drivers. Well, we're in a position where we just don't haul outside freight. We got our own product. When I say our own product, we got a lead plant. That's
No
right.
question about it.
We got a plastic plant. Two
One of the
plastic
largest
plants.
in the world, yeah.
That's freight. So by the time we cover those three, we just need drivers. Now, the demand is out there for good drivers.
Exactly.
Good drivers. And I encourage anybody, if you don't have a career and you're not doing it, you really need to look into that truck driving, especially if you want to see the world. Benefits, truck driving today is really, really changed.
Yeah.
Really, really changed. It's just...
You know, we talked the other day, you say a lot of times there's as many as 700, maybe 750 trucks out there right now doing business. And then you ride by the lot and you see all these hundreds of trucks. Man, y'all got a lot of trucks.
You know, when you
and
can
those
do
trucks will be out on the road too. They just,
when you can do what we can do to a truck, and when I say what we can do to a truck, we can fix the engine, we can do body work, anything need doing to it, we had a facility to do it. If I was buying a used truck today, I'd buy one from Wallace Sanders Truck.
because he can keep them up to
We
date,
keep
doesn't he?
our stuff updated. We keep the oil changed in it. We keep good tires on it for safety. Your grandkids is out there. My grandkids is out there. We keep quality drivers, and we pay them quality pay, which makes them do a good job.
You also appreciate good drivers, and you give them a certificate, awards, or a bonus sometimes
We got
if they go without a wreck.
Yeah, we got shirts and buckles. They get safety bonuses. It's just all kind of ways to make money.
Yes, I like this shirt, and of course, before long we're gonna put these on the air and let people buy these shirts like it's a Nike or whatever. But look at these shirts.
We'll give it to them, man.
Now these drivers, do they get this uniform?
We got anything that you see me have on, it's there available for the driver.
Yeah.
If I wear it, that means that's where I got it from.
You sort of have a store there, and you can walk in there and pick out.
It's in the
stuff,
safety
right?
department.
Yeah.
It actually really is. That's the word for it, Mike.
Yeah.
It's like a little store. They got jackets and stuff.
And you wear it with pride. Is that right?
That's right. You know, if you work for a place and it evidently feeds your family, which provides you a place to stay, you want that place to do good, because the better that place do, the better you do. When we come in and advertise, we want plenty of sponsors, because we need it.
No question about it. No question
This
about
makes
it.
the
Wiley
world
Sanders
go.
Truck Lines of Troy, Alabama. If you're watching on Facebook this morning, across the country, everybody knows a Sanders truck when they see it. But one thing you can be assured of, you see a Sanders truck, it's clean.
It's going to be clean.
And if it's not clean, it's going to be clean soon. Is that right?
That's right. And I hear you going on a big trip this weekend.
Yeah,
I want
I'm
you
going
to
to
count how
Nebraska.
many of my trucks you see out there.
I know, you're right. I'm going to count every one of them. Of course, I'm leaving out Thursday to go to Lincoln, Nebraska for the Troy, Nebraska game. And a good friend of mine called me up and said, hey, I'm going to drive. I need somebody to ride with me. And I was going to fly. And I started thinking, I said, well, if you'll take me to St. Louis, and he's going to take me to St. Louis, and I've already got two seats for the St. Louis Cardinal Los Angeles Dodger baseball game. And this is in the heat of the pennant race, and we're going to sit there on Thursday night and partake of all the amenities and watch a good baseball.
Watch a good baseball game.
And then on Friday morning, we drive into Lincoln, Nebraska, spend the night where the team's staying, eat a big old steak, and get ready for 11 o'clock kickoff on Saturday morning from Lincoln, Nebraska.
Oh, we come back with a victory.
Well, I too, and I got a feeling we might. We're playing very good right now, and of course, we lost to a very good Boise team. They can play with anybody.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, there are great teams like Alabama, and you got Ohio State, and you can't name a lot of great teams out there. I mean, of course, Penn State's good, Notre Dame's good, but you can name them maybe on both hands, but there are a lot of teams that Boise can beat. I'll tell you that right now.
I am just glad college football is back.
Yeah, me too.
It's just good for the
Me too.
town.
They-
It's just
yeah,
good for
no
everything.
question about
Everybody's excited. Everything is moving again.
And if you can't get excited about going out before a game and picnicking or tailgating, whatever you want to call it, before the game, and all the atmosphere, it makes it great.
And it makes the business pick up, like you say, the tax dollars.
Exactly.
We get a few more car washes at Trojan.
Oh, I bet you
A lot
do.
of people come by, want to get their car cleaned up
No
for the
question
game.
about it. And
I want to commend, I'll tell you, I want to commend Troy State on the way in the city police department and everybody that puts that together. I felt real special. We come up to that back door and they took our clip and we went up the elevator.
Yeah, sure.
It was nice.
Real
man.
nice.
I enjoyed it.
Who
would have thought in Troy, Alabama, we would have that? That new.
We're
just
talking
nice.
about the new end zone, and of course it is wonderful. And I'm in the on the fourth floor, and of course what I like about it, we got a buffet and all the food, and I just walk out to my seat, and I have 50-yard line seats. And if I want to go get something to drink or some popcorn or some, I told somebody Saturday, I said, one thing about this bunch, they'll sure feed you. There was food, there were hamburgers and hot dogs all throughout the game.
Well, this
there
makes a good ball game.
Sandwiches and ice cream. Right after halftime, they're going to start giving away ice cream. And but it's just a lot of fun, and we're right here in Troy, Alabama. Let me just say something. People in Troy, Alabama don't realize what we've got. I mean, we've got college football, just like Auburn's got college football, just like Tuscaloosa's got college football. We've got it, major college football right here in Troy, Alabama, for you to enjoy, and it makes Troy a special place.
And they teach it just like they do in Tuscaloosa. They
Oh,
block
yeah.
off George Wallace Drive,
Exactly right.
and people had their little Polaris out
And
there.
all the golf courses,
Yeah.
all those golf carts down University Drive, boy, that was unbelievable.
It was just fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy
Yeah.
it. I thank God for
Yeah.
Troy State and Wallace Sanders Truck Line, and of course your show. Us just having something to do.
Oh yeah, no
You
question
know,
about it. Oh yeah.
Good clean fun. Like the old folks used to say,
Oh,
good clean
yeah.
fun.
And for a town of 20,000 people that can bring 30,000 people to your town, and the police people and all them are coordinated. You know, they got different routes to take and so
Yeah.
forth, but it's all to help you, the consumer.
Yeah, well, it was
And
real
you
comfortable.
people that buy tickets are the consumer.
Yeah, and I want to thank Glocal. That's where I got my
Yeah.
tickets from.
Oh,
They
yeah.
Glow bought a big
Well, you
old
know what I
package.
say about Glow is there are very few stores in Alabama like Glow. You might have to go to Atlanta or maybe into the better stores in Birmingham to find the same product that you can buy right here at Glow.
Right here, Glow.
But I mean,
Reasonable
quality.
price.
Yeah. She goes to Atlanta and she buys the very best.
Yeah, very best. And brings it right to little old Troy,
Yeah, right.
Alabama.
No question about it, downtown Troy. Hoss Daddy's been our guest, ladies and gentlemen, and we appreciate you so much and being a part of our show every Monday and throughout the week. And of course, you know, everybody enjoys your ads, and you're going to be a hero, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wallace Sanders will be the hero.
I know it, but you're going to have other businesses want to say, well, you represent my company.
You know what I always tell you about 57 years old, only job I ever had, I'm going to stay right there.
That's right. I don't
Good
blame
to
you.
talk
I
to
don't
you,
blame you, my
man.
friend. Of course, Monday's always a big day, y'all. Meeting.
Oh, yeah, we have our safety meeting on Monday mornings, right after I leave here.
That's
so
right.
We go to that. And Mike, it's just good to talk
Tell
to
them
you.
one more time how they can get in touch with you, Hoss Daddy.
They can call me at 334
Jeffrey Minute. Jeffrey Minute.
372-5049. You can call the truck lines at 1-800-392-1530.
Thank you so much. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
When you are handed the key to a new Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick or GMC, rev up your imagination. Think of all the places you can go in some of the most stylish, best quality cars available on the market today. Feel confident driving vehicles with superb dependability and safety ratings. And smile. You saved a ton of money because you bought at Bill Jackson. Let the only thing holding you back be the end of the road. A Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC vehicle will not only change your life, it saves you money like nowhere else.
Here's some Napa know-how for you. Your local Napa Auto Parts store in Troy is under new ownership with an all-new, fully stocked store. Big deal, you say? Big deal, we say. Like the ownership, the store has a new look, too. We're still delivering the same Napa quality and know-how, but we've increased our inventory and are committed to helping you find the parts you need when you need them. So come check us out. We've got the right part at the right price at the right time. Know-how, Napa know-how.
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
At the Piggly Wiggly, we proudly support our local farmers and bring you the best they have to offer, all at cost plus 10%. When you shop local, you reinvest in your community. Remember, buy local, shop local. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
If you've had an accident or just want a new look for your vehicle, come see us at Troy Paint and Body, where we do it right the first time. Our staff has more than 100 years combined experience and can handle repairs and paint work on any make or model. We also offer a lifetime guarantee as long as you own your vehicle. Now that shows we stand behind our work. And our 24-hour towing service means we're here when you need us. So come see us at Troy Paint and Body, located on South Brundage Street in Troy beside the post office. Troy Paint and Body, where we may meet by accident, but you'll be glad we did.
The National Filming.
Back to our show, and of course I appreciate the Hoss Daddy, and I do again apologize for my throat. Will Matthews is on the line, and Will just told me something, ladies and gentlemen, that I want you to watch. You're auditioning, your family is auditioning for Family Feud?
That's right.
Tell us how you do that.
Well, my daughter entered us into something. I guess there's hundreds and thousands of people wanting to get on it, and we were chosen. There were 4 families chosen, and the 2, and we're going to play a game with another family, and if we win, we go to the national thing to get on TV.
Oh, gosh. That's going to be great. They don't know what they're...
It's next Saturday.
I tell you, they don't know what they're dealing with, man. I tell you.
Well, I've got my 2 daughters are going to be on there, and my 2 son-in-laws.
Boy, oh boy. Isn't that something?
It'll be fun.
And you'll be on there too, though, won't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's 5 of us.
Okay. Well, tell us how you did in college football this week.
Did pretty good. This week wasn't that great a week for games. The games were not good.
They weren't. You're right.
Now, Nebraska and Colorado was a great game. That was a good game. But a game you thought would be good, that South Carolina-Georgia game, it was awful.
That's right.
And,
no question.
And Kentucky beating Florida, that was pretty good.
You know, Florida State, Stanford University of Birmingham had Florida State on the wire the whole ball game and lost at the end.
Well,
I reckon
they have a real good quarterback. Stanford's got a real good quarterback.
I know. Did you watch any of that? Was it televised?
It was not televised that I could find.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I kept up with it, and boy, I tell you, Stanford played them tough.
The last time I was in Tallahassee, I went to the College World Series in Tallahassee, the qualifying round.
Yeah, sure.
And Stanford beat Florida State in baseball. I watched it.
Yeah, oh yeah. Troy was in that same tournament. Stanford's got a good program. I mean, a lot of good. They're Division I in baseball, just like anybody else. They're really good in baseball. They're just 1AA in football.
Right.
Well, what game surprised you this week, Will? I thought Pittsburgh would play Penn State better than they did, but they didn't.
Now, Penn State had their scare the first week. They're rolling now.
Yeah, I know it. Boy, I tell you, they really are. They got a good team.
I hate Troy has to play Nebraska after Nebraska lost that heartbreaker. They're gonna be wild-eyed.
Yeah, you're right, Will, and I think Troy go up there and play them tough, though. I really do.
I haven't seen the line yet. I'll tell you, somebody I think is going to have a hard time is Notre Dame against Vandy. I think Vandy's going to give them a game.
Vanderbilt's playing very well right now. You're right, no question.
The line of that game came out at 13, so that tells me they've got a fighting chance.
Well, I'll tell you this, and I was looking around for some other stuff, but I've got some information this morning about some of those games, and we'll be talking about that in just a few moments. Young Mike's out in Las Vegas, Will. So we probably won't be hearing from him.
Yeah.
But
I imagine he's asleep this morning.
Now tell me about the pro game last night. Let me tell you this. The quarterback went out, and nobody expected him even to come back. The score at halftime was 17-0. Then they made it 20-0, and here he comes back in the game, and Green Bay wins the game at the end, 24-23. Did you know that?
It's a terrible loss for the Bears.
I know, but
they could have put that game away 3 or 4 times and didn't do it.
My problem is I fell asleep. What actually happened?
Rodgers threw a pass, and they had a busted coverage. I mean, it was a 10-yard pass, and the guy ran 80 yards for a touchdown.
How much time left?
Chicago had a couple of chances to come down there and kick a field goal.
Yeah.
But Rodgers threw one pass right into the arms of a Chicago defensive back, and he dropped it.
Yeah.
And and if he catches it, it's over. The game's over.
I tell you right now, it is a close fit, but Rodgers and Brady are without a doubt the best two quarterbacks in the world. What'd you think? What'd you say?
Rodgers played the second half on one leg, and he couldn't even move, and Chicago couldn't get to him.
Let me ask you this. This is one of the best questions I've asked in a long time. If you had your choice, Brady or him, who would you pick? Rodgers. Brady or Rodgers, who would you pick?
I'd take Rodgers.
Boy, he is a great one. Gosh, he's a great quarterback.
Brady is great, but Brady's got better players around him than Rodgers has.
Guess who Rodgers' girlfriend is? Do you know who she is?
It's that stock car.
Yeah, she's the race car, the Indy race car girl. Is that right?
Yeah, Danica Patrick.
And that's his girlfriend?
Yes.
Hey, she's always doing this. Changes gears.
She's got more money than he's got.
Boy, I tell you, and he's got a bunch now. He just signed the largest contract ever, didn't he?
Yep. That's one thing he and Brady have in common. Brady's wife makes more money than Brady does.
Well, she's a movie star, isn't she?
Model, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Boy, oh boy. The rich get richer, don't they?
Yeah.
Tell me about...
Take a guess what the point spread is between Nebraska and Troy Saturday.
11. I'd say 11.
9.5.
I knew it would be fairly close. Will, even you don't give Troy the respect that they deserve. Troy's a Division 1A program that can beat you. They can beat you.
Yeah.
Now Nebraska's gonna have to play very well to beat Troy, I guarantee you.
Oh, yeah.
Nebraska's not there yet. They're not there yet.
Yeah.
But of course,
I haven't talked to you since the Boise game. What happened to Troy and Boise?
Boise I'd put Boise up against anybody. I would put them. I don't know if they could beat Alabama, but I don't know many teams Boise couldn't beat. I don't know if they could beat Penn State. I don't know if they could beat Ohio State. But after that, I'd put Boise up against anybody.
Well, they say they're going to be in the playoffs or the top 5, whatever they call it.
Well, they're real good, and I tell you where they're real good. They're real good on defense. They're really good on defense.
Yeah.
Their quarterback, of course, is going to be in the pros, and they protect well for their quarterback. And I mean, I don't even know what the final score was. How many did they score this week? 70?
I haven't even seen it.
I was looking through some of my stuff here, and again, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I had to preach in my church yesterday, Will, and I couldn't talk. So one of the all-time greats this weekend, Danny Grant was in Troy this weekend, the great one from Ozark. Growing up, did you want to be like Danny Grant?
Danny Grant was everybody's hero. I mean, me growing up.
Even more than Joe Kelly, probably. Don't you agree?
Oh, yeah.
He was a great one, I tell you. And, of course, Ozark had Deggett. Now, Wilbur Jackson's a hero that came from out of Ozark.
That's right.
Mickey Andrews and Billy Knowles were heroes. You remember those guys?
Now, see, Mickey was, when I was growing up, Mickey and Knowles were the two big stars.
Oh, yeah. And Knowles went to Georgia, and Mickey went to Alabama.
Mickey went to Alabama.
Right. Now, let me tell you, that Mickey was good, but I think Billy Knowles was better than he was. What do you think?
Mickey was all SEC at Alabama. I think Knowles was all SEC at Georgia.
Yeah. What I'm saying, Knowles wasn't as good in college, but in high school, Billy Knowles.
Back in those days, they played both ways.
Yeah.
And Mickey was a better defensive back than he was an offensive player.
Yeah. Then you had that tandem over in Greenville, those Falk boys, the Falks from Greenville were great players, but and they were just cousins. They weren't even. Well, I don't even know if they were even kin, but they played at about the same time that Andrews and Knowles played. But then later on you had Wilbur Jackson, Dexter Wood, and Ellis Beck. All three of those players, ladies and gentlemen, started for Alabama on offense.
Right.
And of course, they were Beck. Ellis Beck was the wishbone fullback.
And you know, Terry Davis has lived in Ozark the last 15 years.
From Bogalusa, Louisiana. Bogalusa.
That's right. That's right.
And of course, he works there at my buddy's clothing store, doesn't he?
That's right, Mike Fairfield.
And of course, those guys love to play golf too.
Oh yeah.
Will, tell us what's going on this week. Now, who's some big matchups we got coming up?
This week?
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm trying to think who's playing in the conference. You've got Vandy and Notre Dame. Now LSU and Auburn play at 2:30 on TV.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
In Auburn, I think Auburn will take LSU. Alabama plays Ole Miss on the road. And that's really the only games that are worth a flip.
Well, that's what I was looking at.
Everybody else is playing crap teams.
Yeah. Boy, I tell you what, Clemson had to hold on to beat A&M, didn't they? Clemson and A&M.
A&M is a sleeping giant. And I'm gonna tell you, Jimbo, you give him 2 or 3 years, and they're gonna be like Alabama in 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the odds here right now. Tennessee's playing. They're playing UTEP, and I was just going down the row here. I tell you, Penn State looks good. Florida State won, and Oklahoma looks strong.
Now I'll tell you who might have a trouble game is Ohio State.
Who they have?
They play TCU at TCU.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. They're gonna get beat. They're gonna get beat.
13-point favorites. They're 13-point favorites, but I think TCU's better than that.
Well, I tell you, Rod, right now I think TCU will win the game if they're playing at TCU, or where they playing at?
Yes, at TCU. Yeah.
I mean, their stadium or where?
I believe it's at TCU.
Yeah. Well, Will, I got to take a break, and we've got to call in to Larry Blakeney this morning. We appreciate you calling. I want you to call in.
Right, well, tell the Gordo Flash I said hello.
I will, my friend. Thank you for calling. All right. We're going to take a short break, brought to you by Pike County Ford on the bypass right here in Troy.
When you are handed the key to a new Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick or GMC, rev up your imagination. Think of all the places you can go in some of the most stylish, best quality cars available on the market today. Feel confident driving vehicles with superb dependability and safety ratings. And smile, you saved a ton of money because you bought at Bill Jackson. Let the only thing holding you back be the end of the road. A Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC vehicle will not only change your life, it saves you money like nowhere else.
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video, and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
If you've had an accident or just want a new look for your vehicle, come see us at Troy Paint and Body, where we do it right the first time. Our staff has more than 100 years combined experience and can handle repairs and paint work on any make or model. We also offer a lifetime guarantee as long as you own your vehicle. Now that shows we stand behind our work. And our 24-hour towing service means we're here when you need us. So come see us at Troy Paint and Body, located on South Brundage Street in Troy beside the post office. Troy Paint and Body, where we may meet by accident, but you'll be glad we did.
At the Piggly Wiggly, we proudly support our local farmers and bring you the best they have to offer, all at cost plus 10%. When you shop local, you reinvest in your community. Remember, buy local, shop local. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
Here at Town & Country, we are proud to be an American.
We've had you covered on the inside since 2005, and with our addition of Southern Grill and Patio, we now have you covered on the outside. Come see our great selection, where we make sure grilling and relaxing go hand in hand.
When you are handed the key to a new Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick or GMC, rev up your imagination. Think of all the places you can go in some of the most stylish, best quality cars available on the market today. Feel confident driving vehicles with superb dependability and safety ratings. And smile. You saved a ton of money because you bought at Bill Jackson. Let the only thing holding you back be the end of the road. A Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC vehicle will not only change your life, it saves you money like nowhere else.
I got the crud. Back to our show, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by Horn Beverage on Highway 231 South, and we appreciate Horn Beverage. Ladies and gentlemen, on the line, former Troy University head football coach Larry Blakeney. Good morning, Coach. Good morning.
Good morning, man. You need to holler at somebody for a while.
I know it, Coach. I think that was what my problem. I hollered too much.
Oh, Lord.
Coach Larry Blakeney, I guess.
Good this week.
And of course, Barker, coach, the quarterback from Troy, went sort of crazy, man. He threw for 4 touchdowns and ran for another.
Good. Who caught him? You know?
Their top receiver is the guy. Gosh, and I can't tell you exactly right off the bat. But he was.
But I don't know either. So.
Let's just say this. And then, Coach, of course, Sam was at the game, and Sam Bird, and he holds the record twice. He was responsible for 6 touchdowns in a game. And Barker ran 55 yards and was knocked out of bounds at the 2-yard line in the third quarter, and he, if he had scored, he would have tied that record, but he didn't score. But Coach,
I tell you what, when you tie Sam Bird's record for anything, you're doing some good work, and because Sam Bird was probably, one of the best that ever lined up at Troy or anywhere else, and he was also playing for one of the greatest coaches that ever lined up, Billy Atkins.
And Coach, they were all in Troy Saturday. They honored the 68 team for their 50th reunion of the national championship game when Troy won the national championship, beating Texas A&I 43-35 in Crampton Bowl. Did you see that game, Coach, or were y'all playing?
Yes, I did. I was injured that year. I was still trying to play at Auburn, and I was injured that year and was redshirted and had shoulder surgery. But I saw him play more than one, but I did see the championship game. And
well, Coach, they all came back, and it was really a great tribute to that team, and it was just wonderful group of guys, and they had a wonderful time, and a lot of them, of course, are your good friends. In fact, yesterday,
I love them. They're all good, successful people, and that's another reason that they were so good as players. They were good people, and one of them was like my brother. He lived next door to me all my life, and
you and Frank Elmore. Frank Elmore
was a good player, and he played back there. He and his buddy,
J.A. Williams.
Well, J.A.'s from Millport. I'm talking about the other safety.
Oh, okay, yeah. Tommy Moffitt.
No, he was a corner.
Oh, Shelley.
Shelley intercepted more balls than most people threw in a game. So.
He was there, and that championship year, he intercepted 15 passes, Coach. I don't know if I've ever heard of anybody intercepted that many.
I think he was in the 30s.
Yeah, 30-something in his career, and of course he came out of Headland, Alabama.
Yeah.
And of course,
I've seen him at a game. I saw him at the other game that we played against Boise, and he's a character, and he was a heck of a player and a good man. So I mean, a bunch of them kind of guys on that football team, and you know, I like I said, I'm honored to have a bunch of good friends on that team, and of course, the one I mentioned was like my brother. We played together all the way through school. And
in Gordo, Alabama, and of course, you know, he was at Auburn. Y'all had Auburn together at one time, wasn't you?
Yeah, he walked on here and started and played on our freshman team. Back then, everybody played freshman ball, and then Billy heard about him, and
if he'd stayed, he'd played at Auburn. He and Merrill Shirley would, you know Merrill. Merrill's an old friend of mine.
Yeah, Merrill's a little younger than us.
Yeah, that's right.
He was Merrill is a good country lawyer, and
no question about it.
You know, we a bunch of good folks came out of that era, and at a lot of places, but Troy certainly had their share of.
I'm going to throw out a few names to you. Of course, George Little, the great linebacker out of Eufaula, he played at Auburn the same time you did.
George Little, you know, I was the fortunate one who got matched up with him down here at Auburn in the freshman ball in tackling drills, and he would knock your head off, and you know, so I got sneaked around and got me another tackle.
I know what you mean, Coach. I know what you mean. Yeah, I remember we used to partner off, you know what I mean? And then one partner say, man, you hit too hard.
Yeah, well, I need to be over here in that line next to you, not across.
Like Captain Crunch, who would have had to hit with Captain Crunch?
Yeah. I never have to do that with him.
But I saw Jimmy Gillespie, a guy that was one of the first ones that Atkins recruited. Saw Vince Green, the great Vince Green. Coach, did you ever see him play, the wide receiver Vince Green?
Well, did he play in the championship game?
Oh yeah. He was the other wide receiver. You had him on one side, Vince Green, and then you had Bobby Insland on the other side, and then Doug Taylor was the tight end.
Yeah, and what was the other receiver's name that caught so many balls?
Well, Danny Grant, the great Danny Grant.
Yeah.
But he caught a lot of them.
Good, wasn't it?
Then, of course, they had Jeff Cotton, was a great running back on that team, and it was just a lot of guys but the reason I'm asking Coach all these questions, you have become, over the last 50 years, you've become very good friends with most every one of them.
Oh yeah, I saw a bunch of them in the press box at the Boise game.
Yeah. Buck Dees was a good one.
Yeah, I didn't see him now. Neither one of you or me can remember who I saw.
Of course, Alvin Dees is a big guy with.
Who Alvin is? I didn't see Alvin at the game.
Yeah.
Larry Gross I saw, and Hugh Cole I saw, and Rodney Burgess I saw.
And they were all there. You're right.
Yeah, a bunch of good guys, and you know, it was a good day when I came down. It wasn't as good as the one this week that you saw, because those guys came together and came back and had a great reunion with each other, and I was proud that the Troy administration decided to honor them.
I think it was a great thing too, Coach. You know, back to these quarterbacks, these two young quarterbacks, Caleb Barker and Sawyer Smith. One great ingredient that they have, Coach, is the ability to run and get out of trouble, and you make a play.
Yeah, well, that's great, man. You know, there's so many people are trying to go to a quarterback-oriented run-pass, spread-type offense, and those guys that can move around a little bit certainly have the advantage, because they can pull it down in a passing situation. They can read the the defenses and with what they call RPOs. The RPO is a run pass option where the quarterback's the only guy that knows where the ball's going to go until it's gone, and so it's a good thing for an offensive football team as a quarterback can move and run down the field and maybe make somebody miss him and take advantage of the weakness of the defense.
Yeah. That was receiver coach, and I really believe he's going to play on Sunday one day. This DeAndre Douglas, this is really a fine receiver for Troy, and Trey Uford, and they had 4 or 5 different receivers that did real well in that game.
Good. After losing the first game, I'm certain that they were anxious.
But, Coach, I know I'm saying a lot when I say this, but maybe you can throw out the Ohio States and the Alabamas and the Penn States and 4 or 5 of those real good teams up top. Heck, Boise could play with any team in the SEC. Don't you agree? Other than maybe Alabama.
Well, I thought they were pretty good. I really did, and I don't know if Troy was at their best for whatever reason, but certainly the Boise team had plenty of firepower. They had a great. I thought that quarterback could throw the football.
Oh man!
Anybody I'd seen it. And
yeah, he's gonna be on. He'll play on Sunday, don't you think?
Yeah, well, I don't know. There's a lot of them that thought they could and didn't. And anyhow, he spun the ball so well and hit what he was throwing at him from pretty good distance, and they got Troy in man coverage because of the other parts of their game. They got a good running game, and
so that running game, that running game can negate the passing game, can it?
Oh, you talking about negate?
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is, if you can run the football, you put a lot of pressure on the defense.
Well, you sure do, because you got to play. You got to play in what they call the box. You got to play at least 6, and that's normally not enough. And if you got a good running game, you can force them to devote those safeties up a little bit, and at least play one of them in the box, and therefore you're in a sort of man-type coverage and on the wide receivers, and that makes it hard.
Coach,
you play on a guy that can really run. When you have to devote so many players to the box and play man, it's tough on that guy outside.
Ladies and gentlemen, talking to Coach Larry Blakeney, and of course, for how many years, Coach? 25 or 24? How many years was it?
Well, I was on the field 24, and I was with Troy 25. So we certainly enjoyed our time at Troy, and we won a bunch of games, and in a time when we were transitioning. We transitioned from Division II to Division I AA to Division I A in a matter of the first 10, 15 years of our time down there.
Well, this week they go to Nebraska. You've been there before. Tell us about
I've been there twice.
What did you tell Johnny Williams whenever he walked up to in your office and say, Larry, we're going to play Nebraska? What did you tell him?
Well, after I told him he was crazy. No, he knew what we had to do. Johnny Williams knew that we needed to play some of those teams for exposure and money, and for our program and the development of our program. And I knew that we were going to take it on the chin some for the team. And you always go and you have a plan and you hope things go your way, and they did, like you said, for a little while, but sooner or later those players, big time players, catch up with him, and they playing at their place in front of that great Nebraska crowd that claps for you no matter what's going on. I told those press people up there I'd like to come up there run the score up on them one time and see how much they clap for.
Well, I'll tell you what, they were not clapping for you early because we jumped out to a 7-0 lead. And, Coach, a lot of people took a picture of that scoreboard. It said Troy 7, Nebraska nothing. Do you remember that? And those pictures, you see them everywhere.
I think DeMontre Carter scored.
That's right. That's right.
I don't know how far.
And that first game, you played them well. Now, the second time we played them up there, we didn't play very well.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I blocked that.
Well, Coach, let me tell you one thing, too, about the first time we played them. We were getting ready for the game and everything, and I heard something behind me, and I turned around, and the sound of the South had just driven 16 straight hours, Coach, to that game. Can you believe that?
They were great, man. They were great. Those kids
I mean, 16 hours on the bus, and they got out. And
you talking about legends now. You talking about legends. That guy, Dr. Long, was the legend, and he still is.
Coach, he's one of the great people I've ever known.
Yeah, he's something. But the band was always with us, and that was always a good offset, you know, for the opposing team, especially if they didn't have a big crowd like Nebraska, you know, because our band they would keep us inspired the whole game.
And of course, you remember it was always a 11 o'clock game. Every time we played them, it was at 11 o'clock, and we play them again this year at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, well, you got to have time to get home. Well, and I think those games are usually on TV. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it'll be on TV, and should be a fun game. Now, Coach, people, Will Matthews called me up just a while ago and says Nebraska's going to be mad. They're going to be mad. But, Coach, it's hard to go from one school to another school and be your best team. It's going to take a while for him to develop a great team. Don't you agree?
Well, you know, I think Neil Brown certainly is a great young coach and is the right man for Troy University's football program for the ages. And you know, he has a great temperament. He's a hard worker, you know, and they know how to recruit. And you know, you look in that magazine and study those assistant coaches, and they've all been sort of bred with Troy blood, you know.
Well, most of them work for you, Coach.
well, I mean, you know, either played or coached.
That's right.
And Neil is the same way, you know. Neil, he worked for me 4 years, and when he was a position coach, and I think it was Tony Franklin that left.
That's right. Yeah.
And he was still young then, and you know, I decided to give him the coordinatorship, and he was and I had agreement from Shane Wasden. Matter of fact, Shane once said, "Hey, Coach, you need to give old Neil the coordinator job."
Well, you know what, Shane Watson was I tell you right now, was one of my all-time favorites, Coach.
He and Mike Turker, head coaches right up there in Montgomery, doing pretty good. And I'm real proud of them too. And
they both lost the Heartbreakers this week, but they're great people.
Yeah, I saw where Mike got beat. I didn't know how Shane.
Yeah, Shane got beat too.
That's too bad.
But hey, I tell you what, you watch his program and Mike's program, and they're going to do well, no question about it.
Yeah, I agree. And
Coach, talking about the young coach.
And I am also very proud of Neil and what he's done. You know, he's got a lot of great attributes as a person, and he knows kids and how to handle kids, and he's still a young coach. You know.
Oh yeah.
A lot of fire and energy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm really proud of those guys.
Coach, this young coach at Nebraska, you know, that did so well last year at Central Florida. But what I was saying is, he comes into Nebraska. You don't just turn a team around that quickly. It takes a while, doesn't it?
Yeah, and if you don't watch out, you'll look up and you'll be somewhere else.
That's right. That's right. And
you know, but he is the guy. I was impressed with his abilities when he was at Central Florida. I bet he wished he could take that quarterback.
I bet he does too. You're right.
So anyhow, that was a better team than most people. I don't even know if they were ranked at the end of the year, but you know they were a good football team. Playing against Auburn, that was a team that I watched them play, and they beat them in the bowl.
I tell you, it'd be hard to name every quarterback that played for you, but Coach, every one of them was good. I mean, you developed quarterbacks. I mean, you always had a great quarterback.
Well, we had some good ones. We really did, and you know, don't ask me to start naming.
Oh, I know it. I know it.
You know, I'll tell you a story about one of them, and that's Kelvin Simmons.
Yeah, what a great one was he.
Yeah, and I was still working at Auburn, and we were in Mobile. I was with Coach Dye, and we were looking at Viger practice for some reason or other, and Kelvin put on a show that day, and you know, at practice, and I told Coach Dye, I said, you know, I know we just committed to Stan White, who was a great quarterback in his own right, still.
But he wasn't Kelvin Simmons, was he?
Well, you know, he didn't have all the same attributes Kelvin did. Kelvin, I saw where Southern Illinois played so well against somebody this weekend.
They sure did.
Back to a game we played them up there in Carbondale, and Kelvin put on a show that day.
Yeah, at their place.
And throwing. So anyhow, you know, we had some other guys that were really performed well, not only at the quarterback situation, but you know, and before we got there, certainly that bunch that you saw this weekend, they had some guys that could play also. That was an all-star team from the SEC is what that was.
That it really was, no question about it. But, of course, you know, the thing about you, Coach, everywhere you went, you played Miami. I tell you what, I saw you shut down that great running back at Miami. I thought that was one of the best defensive games I've seen. But, Coach, you won a lot of big games, but the game that I really believe that stands out to me as much as any of them, and there were a bunch of them, is when you went to Georgia Southern and shut them down completely.
Well, you know, we owed them one probably. You know, they got us back one. I can't remember which. I'll tell you about Georgia Southern. My friend
Russell
Tim Stowers, was the head coach at Georgia Southern. He came to Troy and beat us and knocked us out of the.
I remember that.
Out of the playoffs. They fired him at the end of the year, and he was 9-3.
I know it. You're right.
I mean, that's and he's, you know, you're talking about a good person too. I mean, he wasn't anything wrong with him other than they played a tough schedule. But anyhow, you know, that's
that game.
Fables of being a head college football coach.
I tell you what, I remember that game so well that we held the ball 43 minutes, Coach, which is just almost unreal.
You know what, at Georgia Southern.
Yeah, at Georgia Southern, we had that little Coleman, that little running back from Thomaston, Georgia.
Yeah.
Or Thomasville, Georgia.
Eddie
Coleman. Eddie Coleman.
Eddie Coleman, yeah, he was a good player.
And you ran him.
He was diminutive. I can't even say that word. He was small.
Well, he ran the ball about 30 times, and it was just one of the. It was almost like a perfect game. I don't know how you compare some of your games, but it was like a perfect game.
Yeah, and those guys that we had up front made a lot of difference for him too. And, and of course, don't ask me to go through that group, but you know, we had some really, and you know, everybody talks to me about this and that, all that kind of stuff. I said, listen, let me tell you something. They need to put all them guys that were playing for me in the Hall of Fame before they put me in one.
Well,
they made the difference for me. I wasn't doing no playing.
Well, I tell you what, you did so much for Troy, and you gave Troy instant exposure. Everybody knew who Larry Blakeney was. Everybody loved Larry Blakeney. So we had a head start when we hired you.
Oh, you're so kind. You make me feel good. That's the only reason I get up this early.
And I know this. Coach, I've known you ever since you've been here. I've known you a long time. We've been good friends. And I've known for years that you're not an early morning guy. You never have been. And I'm not either, really.
But, hey, I would do this for Mike Amos and Troy, though.
Well, I tell you what, I appreciate it very much. And
you're
of
so
course,
kind.
Larry, before I let you go, Alabama and Auburn both look to be very good on offense.
Yeah, they're both good elsewhere too. I don't know who's going to be the best. We'll have to wait till the end.
Well, I tell you what, they've got two tough games. Auburn's got LSU. What do you think about that game?
Well, they're playing in Auburn, thank God. The team I saw play Miami and LSU was really loaded for bear. They'll be ready to play against Auburn.
And then Alabama has to go too.
Excuse me, I sneezed, man.
Me too.
Anyhow, but I'm gonna pick Auburn. It's because it's in Jordan Hare and I'll pick Alabama.
Well, Alabama goes to Ole Miss
because they're the bullies of the South, and they got all the best players, and they'll beat whoever they play until they get to Auburn, probably.
Well, Coach, it's all about it being up front. Great fronts on both those teams. Defensively, they're gonna make it tough.
That's exactly right. You there?
Yeah, I'm here, Coach. And listen, I do appreciate so much you talking to us this morning. And
yes, sir.
I hope you have a great week, and we'll talk to you this time next Monday.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, and I enjoy it too, brother. Thank you
so much, and we enjoyed talking to you.
Trojans.
Yes, sir. See you next week. That's Larry Blakeney, ladies and gentlemen, and we appreciate him. And again, I apologize so much, and I know he couldn't hear me either, but the show must go on, and we're going to take a short break.
Have you seen an increase in your insurance premiums or significant change in your insurance coverage? Let Sandbeck Insurance offer you a better plan to suit your business or personal needs. Sandbeck Insurance offers many lines of insurance, whether it's home, farm, or auto insurance, work comp, business, or health and life policies. Sandbeck is here for you. Call or visit our Troy, Enterprise, or Andalusia office today. Sandbeck Insurance, where we take pride in taking care of your insurance.
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video, and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
Have you seen an increase in your insurance premiums or significant change in your insurance coverage? Let Sandbeck Insurance offer you a better plan to suit your business or personal needs. Sandbeck Insurance offers many lines of insurance, whether it's home, farm, or auto insurance, work comp, business, or health and life policies. Sandbeck is here for you. Call or visit our Troy, Enterprise, or Andalusia office today. Sandbeck Insurance, where we take pride in taking care of your insurance.
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video, and garage doors.
We're on a break right this second. Are you having fun? Back to our show, ladies and gentlemen, and I just got a call from Lost Wages. Is it Lost Wages or Las Vegas?
It's Las Vegas so far, and it's been a lot of fun. It's maybe the hottest place I've ever been on earth. It was 107 degrees yesterday walking around.
Oh boy, and you've been walking on concrete too, haven't you?
Yeah, what's happened to your voice?
I lost it this weekend, and but the show must go on.
So what do you think about this? When Troy first played Nebraska in 2002, Troy was a 56-point underdog. This week, so far in Vegas, the line started at 7.5 and is at 9.5. So Troy has come a long ways in football.
No question
Martinez
about
started
it.
quarterback, and Nebraska got injured late against Colorado. So what that means is Nebraska only has one quarterback that's even on scholarship. But he had left the program when he got beat out. So now they have a walk-on quarterback that possibly could start against Troy at 11 o'clock on Saturday.
Troy can win this game then, Mike. You know that?
Can you believe a line at Nebraska is 7.5 points?
Yeah. Now, I noticed one place has the game off. In fact, today's advertiser has the game off because of those injuries. So
it's amazing that's how low it is. Alabama's 20 against Ole Miss, and Auburn is 10 against LSU. But great weekend for the Sun Belt. Coastal Carolina blows out UAB, and then La Monroe on the road beats Southern Miss. So,
I know it.
That's
That
really good for the
got
Sun
me.
Belt against Conference USA.
And we have to go to La Monroe next week.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be a tough trip.
Yes, sir. You having fun out there? It's beautiful now. What time is it out there, Mike?
It is 6:15.
6:15. I'm sure your wife really appreciates you calling me.
well, we're actually we actually went to bed around 12 o'clock our time last night, so we didn't go too crazy, but we had a great meal and got to see the fountains here at the Bellagio while we're having dinner. And
All right, Mike, while you're on the phone, I want you to write this down. Are you close? You've got a pen on you?
yeah,
All right, write this down. All right, this is Locklear, our buddy Locklear, Mike. 702, area code 702-338-3574. 338-3574, and that's area code 702.
so he lives out here in Vegas.
Yeah, call him. You know him well, don't you? He'll come meet you. He'll come meet you.
He's a lot older than me, but you've been out here several times. I mean, it's a lot to do, and it's beautiful this morning though. The sun rising over the mountains out here.
Are you? Where y'all staying?
We're staying at the Bellagio downtown.
Okay, yeah. So you're staying downtown then? The old part.
No, not downtown. We're on the Strip. We're right
Okay,
across
I got
from
you.
Paris.
I
We're
got
right
you.
across from the Eiffel Tower. I'm looking at the Eiffel Tower.
Oh
right
yeah, I know it well. I've been there several times.
So tell me this: how did Troy play? Did they look better to you?
Yeah, they look real good. Barker passed for 4 touchdowns and ran for another, and then ran 55 yards, got knocked out on the 3-yard line. If he would have scored that time, he would have tied a Sim Bird record of being responsible for 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, it looks like Troy's got some off-the-field issues, though. Jamarius Henderson and Trayvon Samuels, the transfer from Louisville, have been suspended indefinitely.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if those guys will be back or what the situation is with
Well,
that.
right now, he says they're not coming back until they do some things. So they definitely will not play against Nebraska. And why in the world would these two guys, who are two of Troy's best athletes, want to do something like that? What do they do? Do you know?
Well, I mean, that's, I'm sure that's Coach Brown. He's not going to release that. But I read that, unfortunately. So that's 2 really good offensive weapons.
Oh, I know it. But I tell you what, Fry, the running back, Mike, looked real good. Real good.
I'll tell you a great game. I don't know if you got to watch the end of it. Was I tell you, Texas A&M played lights out against Clemson. They couldn't have played any better and almost won that game.
Yeah. And I tell you, the heartbreaker of them all was Sanford, Mike. Lost late in the game to Florida State.
Sanford was up with 4 minutes left, and Florida State scored a late touchdown and then scored again to make it look a little bit better and won 36-26.
And the score of the Coastal Carolina, I was thinking that UAB was really good, but Coastal Carolina, who is really not that good, just walloped UAB 47-24.
Yeah, they had actually gotten blown out by South Carolina the week before, but UAB didn't really play anybody in the first game. They played Savannah State. You know, I predicted the Auburn score would be 70-10. I was pretty close, 63-9.
Well, and then the Alabama Arkansas State game.
How impressed were you with Alabama's defense shutting Arkansas State down like that?
Well, and let me tell you this, they didn't really shut them. The Arkansas State had close to 400 yards, Mike. Did you know that?
Oh, I know. I watched the game. I watched the whole game.
And they moved the ball. They couldn't score. They moved the ball, but they couldn't score.
Tua on the first or second series, he had, I mean, literally he threw a ball right into the Arkansas State's defensive back's hands. Should have been a sure interception, and he dropped it. And then on the next play, he threw a touchdown pass. You know, Arkansas State also muffed a punt. I mean, they did a lot of stuff. I mean, they are a pretty good offensive team. They moved the ball pretty good, but they had about 4 guys get hurt against Alabama. So I don't know if that's going to affect them throughout the year.
Yeah. Georgia Southern, look out for them. Look out for Georgia Southern even this week. They're playing good right now. They beat UMass 34-13. UMass supposed to have a pretty good team.
I think Georgia blowing out South Carolina was impressive, though. 41-17.
Georgia's for real. Gosh, they're for real.
I mean, Fromm and Kirby Smart. I mean, that's really impressive to go on the road and do that. Big schedule this week, though. I mean, Auburn playing LSU and Jordan-Hare, and then you got Alabama traveling to Oxford to play Ole Miss. Ole Miss was losing at the half, 38-35 to Southern Illinois, and then in the second half they won the game 71-40.
Oh boy,
76-41.
So they can score, can't they?
Yeah, they just can't stop it.
I bet Oklahoma State beat South Alabama. They were fairly close at one time.
They beat them 55-13.
Yeah.
But then Oklahoma State will play at home against Boise State. So Boise State will be up there, so we'll get to find out what Boise is all about as well.
We will. And
I tell you though, I'm out in Las Vegas, and I mean, I am just shocked that the Troy line started at 7.5 and is at 9.5 at Nebraska.
Yeah.
I mean, that just tells you how much respect Troy's program has. Even
That's
though,
right.
you know, Nebraska lost in the last seconds to Colorado.
Yeah, I know it. That's right. And they're starting their third string quarterback or what?
Yeah, walk-on is projected as a starter.
He'll probably look like an All-American against us, probably.
Now the Martinez kid looked phenomenal. He's a freshman against Colorado.
Yeah.
So, but it's a game-time decision, so I don't know what will happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that Oklahoma State beat South Alabama 55-13.
Yeah, I read that.
And Texas just got back by Tulsa by 7. And Texas State might beat Texas Southern. And Texas Tech beat Lamar. Those are just some of the late scores. Mike, I appreciate
the latest score of the day was the upset. Arizona State beat Michigan State 16-13.
Oh, that was big.
As a head coach.
That was big, no question about it. And
everybody's getting ready though tonight. You got the Los Angeles Raiders that are soon to be Las Vegas Raiders will play tonight. This town will be a rocket.
Oh man, when are you coming back? When are you coming back?
Not until Tuesday night, late Tuesday night.
So you're gonna have fun. I wish you had tickets to the game. Are you gonna try to get them?
They're not playing in Vegas right now.
Oh, I
They're
got
gonna
you.
Be here in 2 years.
I got you.
They're building the stadium right now, though.
I understand. Listen, I appreciate you calling. Stay on the line if you will.
Yeah, man. I hope your voice gets better.
Yeah, stay on the line. I'll come right back to you. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed our show. Again, I apologize for my voice. Hope to see you tomorrow, bright and early, for Today in L.A.